Oh my God, so I found out that the Morro Bay campground is closed where I wanted to stay, up in Morro Bay, obviously, Cambria, San Simeon, Moonstone Beach, right? That's where I was heading when I go to pick up my little trailer. Find out that the freaking campgrounds are closed. So I remembered that I have a neighbor. He's a woodworker, actually. I want to talk to him about my little trailer anyway. Maybe that'll be the reason I'm going there, okay. And he has another house. They live here and they have a house in Cambria. My two, yes please, that'll work, right? My two places that I would have. That's what I was trying to choose between, there and here. And they're like, hey, we have a house there. So I'm gonna say, hey, I don't know where I'm looking for a place to camp. Just park my little trailer overnight because I want to spend the time up in Cambria and Moonstone and up above, and ask him, is there any way I could park in your driveway or in front of your house, right? Because you're allowed to have visitors. God, every time I go to downshift, I shift again. I just wasted all that downhill flow. Didn't take advantage of it. Wasn't able to shift. There's a spiritual message in this. Wasn't able to downshift, so wasn't able to take advantage of that free ride. Here it was coming down, right? Grab it, ride that wave. I said that to a client today. Ride that wave of spiritual energy telling you to go forward. Now it's harder for me. I didn't take advantage of it when the current was good, right? I didn't downshift. So now, when I could actually I probably could have gone double further, right? If I had that fast energy blowing behind me, because I would have started pedaling harder, used the momentum that I was flying already, and got to the top. There's a message in that. Don't quit now. And don't miss the opportunity when it comes. Ride that wave. Take advantage of it when it's easy. Put your back into it. You're almost at the top. Fucking don't give up now. Nope. All right. That's it. What I wanted to say was, I didn't plan on doing this, but what I wanted to say was, so I went out to go for a drive. Not, because it's warm. It's pretty warm today. It's not as warm in California. It's 97 apparently in Canyon Lake. Ooh, make a wish. Look at that big one. We need to make a wish together. 97 in Canyon Lake and 91 here. But I thought, well, I'll get out and I'll go meet my other neighbor. Go talk to him, tell him about my little trailer. He'll be all excited. He's retired. And bring up the beach thing. So then I'm driving and I'm like, oh my God, this feels amazing. Forget working right now. Look how beautiful this is. I'm out freaking making wishes come true, my own. So we're not going to pick it. We're just going to ask for the wishes. Do you know what your wish is? Are you willing to do what it takes to accomplish getting your wish? If Spirit brings it to you, you're going to listen. You're going to take advantage of the downdraft. You can let the opportunity pass you by. Make your wish. Stubborn little sucker doesn't want to let go. All right. Do I need to define my wish? I must need to define it. Happiness, peace, love, fun, adventure, sex, spiritual work, growth, travel, major attraction in all ways. Come here, bring them to me. Gone. That's all it needed. You just need a little direction. The Spirit said to me this morning in a reading, what do you want? What exactly do you want? Just say it. How can we get to work on you when you're wishy-washy? You get mad, and then you're like, forget it. I'll just forget it. And then you're like, yeah, but this is what I want. Okay, well then stick with it. You're almost at the top, right? Don't go wishy-washy on it. Hold it. Hold that vision, because if you're connected energetically, which you are to everything at all times, when you have that feeling like, oh, it's not going to work out, shit, what if this happens? What if that happens? All of a sudden, all the energy is gone from behind you, and you're pushing a bike uphill in the heat, right? You're almost at the top. Look at the view. That's the back of Sugarloaf right there. There's Coffee Pot, the Wounded Warrior. He's got a bandage above his head. I just got a sweatshirt yesterday Wounded Warrior, associated with the Wounded Warrior Project. And I said, yeah, I am. We all are, right? We're all wounded warriors. So the one with the wound in their head is not just everyone else I'm talking to. It's me too, right? Don't give up. You're almost at the top. Look how much further it was till we were at the top. We were right here. Boy, that's nice, hey? You could fit probably 5 of my little tiny trailer into that. Easy. Maybe 6 of them. And I don't even know where I'm gonna park mine. Okay, I gotta get off the phone because I wanna enjoy this downdraft. Well, you can stay, all right. It's just that I have to shift. So you might have to go, I don't know. I have to hold you and I don't wanna hold you. You're slowing me down. Okay, I can shift this way. I need a phone holder. Oh yeah, flaming arrow. So you're asking, why did you slow down so much? Why didn't you use the momentum of that corner? Because I would have spun out. That gravel is loose. So there you go. Foundation is not stable. That might be a reason why somebody doesn't want to go forward, because I'll spin out and get total road rash. Ooh, love that garden. Look at that garden. That's a fun working garden. That's a fun one. There's a lot to keep you busy in that little area. That is freaking awesome. I love that. Wow. If you're retired and you need something to do and you love gardening, do that. They're missing a fountain. Oh, there's a fountain on this side. Well, then you're missing a pond on that side. Oh, there's a pond on this side. Oh, nice. I like that. They've got different environments. The foresty area and the more open area. Very cool. All right, I'm working. And I can't hold this phone, ride my bike, shift, and get a drink of my chia water. So something's got to go. It's another thing. I can't hold everything I'm holding on to and hold on to you. You got to be able to hold on to yourself, right? I got enough to hold on to. I can't hold on to you too. So, lots of messages, right? Yes, we'd like to take your order, please. Okay. Well, I just sent a wish off. Did you get that? Let me check. Just came in. They got the order. Thank you very much for ordering. We'll be right back with you. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to put my kickstand on because I know it's not a big deal to you guys. Well, it might be a big deal. Why do I say that? Right? It might be just as cool for you as it is for me. So I tell all my clients to pay very much and very close attention to the animal messengers they see in the tree right there. Hi. Hi. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. It's okay. Where'd you go? It's okay. Going to come back out? I know I can see your head. I can see your head peeking on the other side of the branch. Are you gonna hide, you sneaky lizard? Look at that little family tree right in the center. Sheltered. A tree that's just been reborn. A new tree that's been born. That's interesting. And they're sheltering it. Look. It can't stand on its own yet. It needs the shelter of the family to hold over it right now. Protect it. I think it's new. And that's what spirit is. We're saying we've got our arm around you. You're not on your own. You think you're on your own. But you're not. Look at us. We're all around you. Everywhere. Pay attention to the little animal messenger that was right above your beautiful tree. Your beautiful reborn self. Lizard. Lizard totem coming. That was a really neat message. I love how spirit just works my work into everything I do. You know what? It's 9 minutes. This is kind of a cool spot. I have my decks with me. We should do a reading. I'm only 9 minutes in. A lot of times I do intros and they're just like ridiculously long, right? So I don't think there's going to be too many people driving by. And if they ask me why I'm sitting in the middle of the street, I'll tell them. I'm doing a reading. It just seemed like such a perfect spot to stop quickly in the shade. Except for I should probably put my bike out of the road, so hold on a sec. I brought Tammy's phone holder. Let you look up there. See, that was good climbing. Okay, you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll scoot up just a little bit. So I'm, ouch, not on their property. An old cactus just stabbed me. An old cactus, it was dead and it stabbed me. So somebody's fear of the past, something that's dead and over, is causing them fear. It's a polar bear, see him? Why are you afraid? Or maybe it was the polar bear that did it, that caused you that fear. Yeah, polar bear's buried. Somebody passed. There's the eye, there's the nose, the mouth, ear. Grandfather, polar bear, snuffed him out. I can't breathe. Maybe it's you trying to get out. I can't breathe. Polar bear, you'll know. Because when you go and you look up polar bear totem, I'm gonna sit right on your head. I can't get over how much you freaking look like a polar bear. That's amazing. All right, let me sit on your head right now. All right, so we'll do a reading here. We have our first totems that you guys should look at. Good Lord. Here? I don't know what you're looking at. I was hoping you could see. Yeah, you can see the red rocks, right? It's not comfortable sitting on your head, so I'm sitting on down below you. I don't want to be on your mind like that. Okay. So what I wanted to do today, which was interesting, I moved my bike and a car came around the corner, so that was smart, right? Now I'm not in anybody's way. And we're in a cool spot. And so interesting. We think we're gonna go in one direction. We go somewhere completely different. I had no idea that I was gonna be coming up here and doing a reading. I did bring my decks, but I was thinking I was going somewhere totally different. Just like I thought I was going to Morro Bay, now I'm not, because it's closed. My daughter's up in Big Bear right now. I thought about going up to Big Bear, but I like Northern California where it's really cool. Although it's only 79 degrees in Idlewild right now, which is interesting. Okay, so what I did was I got up this morning, I was looking for an envelope to send my girlfriend payment for my hair products that she sent me. And when I opened the desk, I was looking for envelopes. And I found these two decks. These are my original Shapeshifter and Shadows and Light Oracle decks, my original ones, but each of them I lost a card. And so I thought, shoot, what if that's the card that they needed, right? So I ordered 2 new decks, but there's a lot of my energy in these cards. And when I got them, I love them so much. I use them all the time. They hold so much positive energy for me. So I thought, I think it's better to use them, right? The last ones, there was a lot of difficulty I was going through at the time, and it was hard for me, right? And I was working, but I was struggling and dealing with other toxic issues. And so I was focused more on my work, right? I wasn't focusing on what makes me feel good. And so I'm in a much more relaxed atmosphere here. California's go, 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 go. Sedona's just like Sedona time, right? You do it when you're meant to do it, and you do it, that's when you'll do it. You won't do it before. I forgot I had this in my ear. And you're not late. When your higher self tells you to get out there and do it, you're doing it, right? And well, you didn't necessarily have a plan. I have the same question asked by me for so many people. Asked of me by so many people. I don't know what my purpose is. Like, what if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And I said, if you're doing what you love, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever the job is, or whatever the opportunity, or whatever the lesson, or whatever it is that's supposed to happen, it's connected to what your soul loves. And so while you're doing that, then the opportunities come. You meet the right people, your energy is moving in a positive direction. You're pumped, you're amped, you're vibrating in a really high frequency because you're doing what you love. Even if everything in your life isn't perfect, when you're doing what you love, it makes a big difference, right? Wow, your energy just shifts. So you're able to handle the outside stress. But that's not gonna happen if you're not doing what you love to do. Yeah, but I'm worried about my bills. And yeah, but, and I said, look, like I've had a friend of mine, we went through this and she was in tears and worried and everything's being taken away from me. I said, because you're not listening, you're not paying attention. Why did you come here? Same reason as me, right? We're supposed to walk the land. We're supposed to be on the land. We're supposed to be connecting with spirit, doing our spiritual work. And they get confused because they think, well, does that mean I need to be a Reiki master? Does that mean I need to be a reader? No, it means you need to get your ass on the ground, on the sacred ground, get outside, connect. And while you're there, you'll meet the right people. Somebody will offer you something that you weren't even thinking about. What? I never even thought about running an Airbnb. What? I never thought about being a property manager. Do you know how many people don't live in their houses here? I'm going to California right now. And I'm really worried because I've got 3 cats and gazillions of bird bowls filled with water. I water all the plants and the trees and the branches and all of my plants, all of those, and Merlin and Panu, all to be taken care of while I'm gone. So next door, it worked out because Ashley wants air conditioning, and I said, you can have the whole house, right? I don't care if her and her boyfriend want to hang out, as long as no man's in my bed. And so they get the place. And it's like, so that worries off there. But if I didn't have that, it's a big stress. Those are my children. It's a big deal. I can't freaking leave them. So what you do, you look into who is willing to come take care of whatever it is in exchange for staying here. 3,000 people, right? It's like, seriously? Come stay at my place and watch my cats so that I can go to California to pick up my trailer. And they're just like, okay, vacation for free? My daughter's paying up now on Big Bear right now, right? So go where spirit wants you to go. And healing is a paramount. And for this person, it was, yeah, okay, I get it. I totally got it, right? Got all amped up. And the next day was offered a job and said, okay, I'll come interview. And I'm like, what are you doing? Spirit just told you, cut those 2 jobs. Just keep the one that gives you your freedom and get on the land. Yeah, but I'm just really concerned about all of the money and this and that and the other. And then the person was told to do a couple other things. You know, people owed them money. And I said, well, is there anybody that owes you money? Yeah, well, this roommate of mine, you know, we have a bike, and sell it and get the money. And she owes me $500. Ask her for the $500. Spirit says they want you to do it. Just do it. Even if they don't respond, this is the fact that you're showing the universe that I expect this in return, right? I expect this. I'm asking for this. I expect to be paid for that. I expect to be paid for that is my attitude, right? And even if they don't pay it, Spirit will. Just do what you're told to do. So she did it, right? So she's like, I'm gonna go on a job interview. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, oh, and by the way, the girl with the 500, she said, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll send it right to you. The other one that owed me, they're doing it right away and they wanna make payments on the other things. And I'm just like, see, Spirit told you what to do. You did it and you were instantly rewarded. But not so that you could go get another job now. You got to remember that the reason that you have money is because Spirit's bringing it to you. They're bringing it to you. You don't have to kill yourself. I said when I was bike riding, I was coming up the last hill and I said, I saw my roommate and her boyfriend with their bikes, and they have motorized bikes. And I drove up the hill and I'm like, hey, I'd been all over the other way. And they said, you having fun? I go, yeah. I go, are you riding bikes or are you using the motorcycle part? And she says, we're riding bikes. And I said, like you're pedaling it? And she goes, well, no. And I said, you gotta burn. I said, you gotta have that burn. And I said, why does it always have to be so hard, right? We should say that it isn't hard. And then I said, actually, it doesn't feel hard. It feels good. This kind of burn feels good. But when it gets to the part where it doesn't feel good, it's that mindset that you have that that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be hard work. Exercise is hard work. No, it's not. Look what I'm doing. I'm taking a break right now, having a reading with you guys. There's another wish you guys could make, flying right by us. If it comes over here, I'll show you, right? And then I'll be riding my bike all around. And the effort that I have to put into riding up these hills, believe me, I'm getting my exercise and it's fun, right? So just do what Spirit tells you to freaking do. They'll fix it. So, and then I thought, okay, Spirit knows that I missed this deck. And that these decks hold so much love and energy. I was in a great place when I got them. I loved them, I loved them, I loved them. So much love was put into these decks. They hold so much of my love, right? They're gonna work well, and the answers that come from them are gonna be accurate. Ooh, I got a message in that. Is there someone that you have, there's a lot of love in them, a lot of love invested and come from them. And then there's these other ones that are people that say that they care about you and you need answers to something, and you ask. I would say the one that has so much love and has your love in them and connects with you would have the right answer, right? They would know you. All right, correct for neutrality. What do we choose from? Let's choose the bike, my purple passion. Let's choose my awesome holder from Tammy, for your readings when you're climbing. So there's 2. Let's choose the basket, the wicker basket, and let's choose the bell. Okay? All right. So let's put these down, or this down. Let's see if I can tilt you guys up so you can see the mountains. There we go. I know I can't zoom it in, but you know, hey. Correct for neutrality. We're going to start with shadows and light, the oracle of shadows and light. For those who chose the bike, all right, I just was told I chose the bike and the bell. What else did we have? Oh, the basket, the bike, and the holder, right? Okay. Apparently I have the bike and the bell. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the bike, what is the message that's most applicable from the shadows and light that will help the most amount of people? I ask you, Archangel Michael, can you do a sweep of the area completely all around me? Can you do a sweep of my mind, my thoughts, my energy? Can you clear the energy all around me? Gosh, I'm comfortable on this rock right next to that polar bear. I gotta tell you, it feels good. Ask for a blessing upon this reading. Here comes a guy and his dog. Correct for neutrality. Thank you. So for those who chose the bike, ooh, it flipped up. It freaking flipped up. Okay, that's amazing. I chose this bike. The Carnivorous Flower Fairy. This is saying that there's a tempting offer that's going to come to you, and it's got a very high price. You'll have a very high price to pay. So don't even consider it. This one's going to show themselves as someone innocent. Oh, I wouldn't hurt you. I love you, right? Somebody that cares about you. But all this person is interested in is filling their own need. It isn't about you, it's about them. They take, and they don't give back. This is not a reciprocal energy. Take a look at her. Sweet and pretty, and she's a man-eater or a woman-eater. Somebody's gonna, but I said a man-eater. That's interesting. They want to take a bite out of you, all right. And remember years ago, I heard in that dream, I took one bite of that bottom feeder and look what she did to my life. So, she might be coming back around again. So this tempting offer, and it's basically, you don't need to be this one's science project. And you don't need to be told again and again that a Venus flytrap is going to eat whatever lands on it. Come here, said the spider to the fly, right? So it's a mother. It's a mother. Interesting. It's a mother. Could be a mother company. Don't take the offer. It's toxic. It's not. They're not in it for you, right? It's all about them. It could be a family business. It could be like I don't know, the mother company. So like a string of companies that you work for that are all joined together. I don't know. The mother company would be the beginning company. Maybe you have a family business and it's the mother company. Okay. So whatever it is this business, it could be an all-consuming business, the mother company, right? It could be where you're putting all of your mother's milk, into the company, all-consuming, taking your time away, taking your energy away. It could be a company, it could be a person, but whatever it is, they devour, right? They feed off of your energy or they eat you alive. You don't need to learn the lesson again. You've already been through this. You've already had this relationship. You've already had this discussion with your family member, with your ex-best friend. They're your ex-best friend for a reason, right? These are ones who seek out your approval and want you to pat them on the back and tell them everything they did, it was wonderful about them, but they're never there for you, right? You get tons and tons of pictures sent, and oh, you're very beautiful. Oh, yes, I thank you for sharing those. Gorgeous, yes. And then you send a picture, and no comment. So this is an unequal relationship. This is about appeasing the other. Oh yes, they basically want the ground they walk on worshipped, right? This is like mommy dearest or daddy dearest, right? And when you don't give them your approval, they're nasty and vicious and they condescending, and they undercut you and they try and make you feel bad about yourself. And maybe this is your own head. Maybe this is what you grew up with. This is what you grew up with, and this is what's the belief that's in your head. And you know that it's not the truth, and yet you're falling for it again because there's something about it that you like. Is it familiarity? I'm used to this, right? I'm used to this dysfunction. I know how to operate with this dysfunction. I don't know how to operate with love. I don't know how to operate with integrity and morals because I've never seen it, right? Well, start learning. That's why you're here. So when you have somebody who dominates other people, controls other people, judges other people, criticizes other people, next, job quit. I'm out. I want out of here, Spirit. I want out of this entire arrangement, and I want to be brought into a place where I can work for myself in freedom and prosperity and fun. I want to be backed. Show me, right? And this one's going to come forward and say, no, 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 I've learned my lesson. No, no, I'm not that. No, no, I'm not here just for me. Because you haven't been giving them attention. They haven't heard from you. So why not? Why are you not crawling after me? So then they come to get your attention. As soon as they've got it, they're like, okay, good, I feel better now. Puffed up, now I'm out. See you later, right? It's all about them. Yeah, you've already learned that. You want to go back there again? Do you enjoy being a martyr? I don't. I don't, right? So when you watch those people that feel entitled, like I should have this, like they don't think they should lift a finger because it's owed to them, right? I'm Native American. They came and took my land. Let them feed me, please. I come from royal blood on both sides. You don't see me bitching about my inheritance. Seriously, I'm over that whole thing. So, and I'm talking not even just my heritage, but my family as well. So they can be charming when they want to be, right? But they're cunning. They use it. They know how to turn on the charm to get what they want. So this is narcissistic energy, and all they see you for is the feed bag. You're a feed bag for that horse, right? That dark horse under the cherry tree. You're the feed bag for that horse. Ooh, this person's got a house. That person's got some money. You know, it's not going so well for me. Maybe I'll go land there. I'll put on the charm, and I'll be a couch surfer there for a while. No, you won't. Not at my house. So those are the entitled ones, right? This could also be a religion. It can be a cult, a religion that believes that you have to give all of your time. I belonged in that my whole life, right? I gave more of my time to that organization than I did to myself ever. And where were they when my daughter was being raped by one of their members, right? No, I'm sorry, I don't belong to any cult. I'm gonna give my time to myself, and then Spirit will direct how I'm to help other people, right? No, not going into any cultish situation. It took me 10 years to get myself out of it to the point where I didn't feel I was doing something wrong by doing the work where I am so connected to Spirit. I never was before. So there's your first message. All right, that was my message too, so I'll be watching for it. Believe me, I'm not interested. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So, I mean, it can be doing myself as well though, right? Where I forget to come out here, or I put it off and I'm working. You know, teacher, walk your walk, talk your talk, right? Tempting offer has a high price. I'm keeping my mind open about it. Correct for neutrality. We're going to go to the Shapeshifter Oracle. For those who chose the basket. Correct for neutrality. For the Shapeshifter Oracle, correct for neutrality. For those who chose the basket. Correct for neutrality. It's so amazing how much you don't need and how little that you are perfectly satisfied with. I've got my water, my phone, my charger, my decks, my phone, and my phone stand. That's it. I've got everything I need, and I'm good. I could have had a huge backpack filled with all kinds of stuff, but I don't, because it's keeping me limited to what I can do, right? I can only go as far as my water bottle holds out, unless I want to drive back to the house, fill it up, and go again, which is what I could do. And I guess that's my only limit. You see why I love working for myself? I have no limits. Okay, correct for neutrality. For those who chose the basket. Orca magic. This came up yesterday. So here's your soul talking to you. Anytime the orcas come up, killer whale, totem, that's all about following your soul's path. I grew up with the killer whales. They're not allowed to keep them anymore in Canada. I love that. So it's saying that the Akashic library is open to you. So you're going to be getting messages from your Akashic records. And when it happens, it's pretty freaking cool. It was happening to me, and it was just, wow. It was a cosmic event, because I was just in different places. Like, wow, and the information that came through for me was just incredible. You know, that I'm a Lyran starseed, and I understand that the reason my soul family is in Wisconsin is because that's where I was when I had my awakening. It happened there. I woke up there. That's why everything was looked at differently through my eyes. These were all new people. I connected to people energetically, and I awoke there. But they said to me that when I landed, that's where I landed. How interesting. So, and it made sense to me, because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. and I was born in North Vancouver, Canada. There's the Indian connection, right? The connection to the animals. They just showed me so many different things, and then the connection to Atlantis, and why was it you think that you have a giant mermaid on your stomach, and yet you're pulled to the forest because you're a forest mermaiden. So there's so many things that came up with the Akashic records. It's so cool because it tells you about yourself, things that you didn't know about yourself, and things that now you understand. Now you understand why you're so much like a cat, why you're so that way, because that's what you are. Right? And why you've always done things just a little bit differently, right? And why you got in trouble all the time. You had to stay in the cloakroom because you were constantly looking out the window. You wanted to be out there. This is where you were meant to be. This is where you grew up. Because you're like an avian ET. You're from Sirius. You're an avian messenger. I'm a red hawk, right? So how is that I'm cat and bird? Twin souls. It's amazing. So many things you find out about yourself. The Akashic records are open to you right now, so be willing. All you have to do is be willing. I mean, you can get crystals, different crystals, and work with them that will help you open up more. Oh gosh, I just got the most amazing things. This little bird right here, that's a female. There's two females right next to me. She was not as brightly colored as her bow, and then the male that just went by was the other one that went by was a female cardinal. They're so beautiful. There's something about your Akashic records that are going to remind you of who you actually really truthfully are. And you're going to have more self-confidence. When you recognize and you understand who you are and wow, how amazing you are, where you came from and the abilities that you have and the knowledge that starts coming up. Your whole auric field is being charged. Your DNA is on fire. Your Kundalini is a reawakening at this time. So right now, you're here and you understand, I've got a job to do. I'm here to take care of this land. I'm here to take care of this world. I'm here to help people, educate them so that their kids just grow up naturally doing that, right? The whales are going to be giving you information in your dreams. The whale sounds. Listen to whale sounds, whale songs before you go to sleep to help you. But this whole planet, everything, depends on how we handle things right now. And the keys are the ones that unlock the door to your Akashic records. And the whales and the dolphins, they're the ones that have the histories of the planet, of Lemuria, of Atlantis. That's why it's so freaking cool. The star people are connected. That's why it was such a big deal to me. I was like, bam, turn the lights all on, right? So that's available to you right now. Find your own nobility, says the cardinal. That's what it means. It's not about pride, it's about pride of self and where you came from and pride of place. And Spirit says, we want you to get outside. We want you to look up at night, at the stars at night, right? And listen, please, to the whale songs while you're sleeping at night. They'll help you access your Akashic records. I've got to show you this dog. I'm sorry. Is he allowed to have anybody say hello? I was just going to say, I'm doing a live reading, but can I just show them how beautiful he is? He's so pretty.
His name's Pablo.
Oh, it's okay. It's just a phone. God. Look, it's just a phone. It's just a phone. Look.
I've never seen that before.
See, look.
He's not my dog. He's my neighbor's
dog. You know what? The sun might have reflected on him. It's okay, Pablo. I'll put it down. Come here. Come here. See? Look. See? It's okay. The sun must have reflected on the screen.
I've never seen that reaction in him. That was wild. He hit my leg. Okay, it's all good. I've known him since he was a pup.
You know, that tells you something about cell phones.
I guess.
And the animals.
So, you want to go say hi? Go say hi.
Okay. Hi, sweetheart. You're beautiful. I had a golden retriever. His name was Maximus Decimus Meridius, a red hawk.
Was he a red golden?
He was actually extremely blonde, and he looked like an Irish setter. He was so tall. He was the tallest golden retriever. Yeah, this one, that's why I saw.
He's pretty big, right?
But this one's got the English head, like the rounder head. Noodle had a point on his head.
Well, he's a big lover. He's
you sweetheart.
Half therapy dog. So.
Look, you guys haven't even gotten to see him. See, it's okay. See, it's okay. It's just a creepy phone. Yeah. He says, I don't want Big Brother taking my picture.
Okay, come on over here. Let's go.
Okay, go with Daddy.
Let's go, pup.
Or Uncle. Have a good day.
I own the back half, she says.
That works. I'm sorry if you guys didn't all see that. That was pretty interesting. Okay. we're done with that card anyway, so that was our intermission. So now we're gonna go to, he was really nice because I saw him come out up there and he went all the way around the block instead of come down into Scourge, or what, in front of us. And then he's like, forget it, I'm not going all that way. I went one way once. God, that dog is beautiful. Long, like Max. It's kind of like Willow, my cat Willow. She's got that, the way that dog walks. So he says, I own the back half. Oh, the dog owned in the divorce. Wow, has somebody got a dog in the divorce and they're fighting over the dog? I own the back half. My friend's dog. No, he said my friend's dog. Well, they would be friends, I guess, not, oh, he probably would say friends because he didn't want to say my ex-wife or my wife. Probably didn't want to because I'm a single female. That's funny. I own the back half. So I'm getting another message. Families going through divorce right now, like mother and father going through a divorce. But I'm not talking like with young kids. I'm talking with grown kids. And it's like I'm between my parents. This came up yesterday, and I started to hit on it, and then I thought, well, maybe it meant something different. But no, it doesn't. Between my parents, there's a fight. My parents are getting divorced, and there's a fight, and I'm stuck between my parents. And I've got all this fucking drama to deal with. No, you don't. It's their drama. It's their drama. He said, I own the back half. I own the back half. I am getting that message. Somebody thinks they own you. They own your ass. No, they don't. Nobody owns your ass but you. Wow, that's a loud message. Okay, now we're gonna go to the bell, which is what I chose. I already went through this Akashic Records thing and I'm freaking still swimming around in it. It's pretty badass. Pretty stoked about it. Correct neutrality. Correct neutrality. I hope you guys were able to see Pablo. Oh, unless you got married and you adopted a child and now you're in custody battle. No, but why would it make a difference between a regular child and an adopted child? Because it's a surrogate family, maybe? Maybe it's not even your mom and dad. Maybe it's just like my Mama Sherry and my Papa Terry, my soul family. Ugh, that would suck if they got divorced. Well, I'd still go visit them separately. But I don't see that happening. Correct for neutrality. I'm saying all the things that are coming to my mind because they are obviously what's going on in somebody, at least one person's case right now, or Spirit wouldn't be bringing that up. Correct for neutrality. Wow. All right. I was waiting for Spirit to pull one, but I guess we're dropping like the others. All right. Correct for neutrality. There's a message in that too. I was waiting for Spirit to drop, but they're telling me to pull one, but they're telling me to drop it. So drop one. Drop one, and the one that's facing you is the one you keep. Wow. That's pretty amazing when it flipped over, right? The one that's facing you is the one that you keep. Drop the rest. There's a message for you in that. So, somebody's got their back to you. You don't choose them. No, I don't choose who's got my back to me. Spirit says whoever's facing you, that's the one you choose. You come to my face, right? So there's an eclipse happening, and yes, there is. We just had one. We're still in the energy of that powerful eclipse energy. 10, an ending, very powerful ending. And you're holding your cool, right? You're calm in that tousled Red Sea. There's nothing you can do to stop it anyway. It's already happening. And so all that you can do is just, you know what? Stay calm in the eye of the storm. My friend said, I was telling this, it's in a reading, was it Jacob that said it? I said, you need to stay calm in the eye of the storm. And the person said, I am the eye of the storm. And I thought, ooh, storm's within you then, hey? Release it then. I am the eye of the storm. So maybe you're going to come through like a storm in somebody's life. You're going to shift something. And maybe you don't even realize that you called it in. I got a message earlier how, you know, you could say, this is what I want, this is what I want. And then Spirit brings it to you. And then you're like constantly, yeah, but you know, what if it ends this way? What if that happens? What if this? And then what you're doing is you're already manifesting the end of it. So it never gets off the ground, right? Spirit will start bringing it to you. It'll be almost there, and then you'll be like, oh, but what if this? What if that? What if that? La 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 la, and then boom, it's gone again. So you're wondering why you never move forward. So at this point, Spirit says you called something in, and there's something that's actually underway, and there's nothing you can do, and it's not even necessarily about what you called in. It's just happening. There's a tower that's happening. Period. And the energy is pretty intense. And this example is not trying to direct it in any direction. Not saying, okay, you got to go this way, you got to go. They're just letting, it's happening. It's happening, and they're just staying calm. right? They're just allowing it all to happen around them. And what happens during eclipse energies is things get swept out. Things come to the surface. It's uninvited change. It's like, okay, we're ready for this. They don't give a shit if you're ready or not. It's happening, period. This is when scandals and truths come out. This is when people get arrested. This is when divorces happen. This is when people quit their jobs. This is when people change their group of friends, cut their hair, totally, completely go in a different direction than anybody else thought. Revelations, truths, scandals, boom, boom, boom. This is the tower. It's what's happening in my life. So I asked for it. I said, I'm ready. Give me the freaking truth. I'm over this. Just bring me the truth. Right? And then I'll know where I'm going. So it's now when everything's going to come very, very clear. Everything's going to come out. Nothing that has been attempted to have been hidden is going to remain hidden. It's coming out. Spirit says we are pulling it out. This is a time when you're going to be shown things in your dreams. You're going to have visions, clairvoyant visions. You're going to just see something. Like I was just closing my eyes one day and all of a sudden I'm remote viewing. And I'm literally watching this tall, skinny blonde with long hair walk down the hallway into my twin's office and mess around in his computer. I'm just like, wow. I was like I was right there. I'd never done it before. It was pretty amazing. So when things like that happen, it's kind of overwhelming. It happened a few times to me. All of a sudden I just showed up and I was just there. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing here? Right? Things like that happen because they're going to let you see what's going on. Right? What did you see? Long blonde hair going down the hallway. Someone you work with. Yep. Okay. So you saw it. It's pretty freaking clear, right? And then the next time, what did you see? The blonde in the bathroom, right? Yep. You saw it. So right now, it's about taking the truth about what you see, paying attention to your dreams, listen to the things that pop into your head. You're going to be paying extra attention to how you dress at this time. You're being asked to pay extra attention to how you eat, the thoughts that go into your head, the people that you associate with, everything. The energy is extremely important. You're going to change things about yourself, the way you dress, the way you interact, the way you don't interact, the way you date, the way you don't date, the way that you are married or not married, the way that you are working or are not working, retired or whatever it is. You're going to do something. Something's going to change, right? And maybe you thought your whole life this is what you work towards, and all of a sudden you realize, I hate it. And I'm doing something completely different. It's because that's what I want to do, and it's fun, and I love it, and I feel alive. Where do you feel alive? Where's your soul feel alive, right? So whatever it is, the Spirit says if you're on your soul's path, if you're walking your true soul's path at this time, it won't be as difficult for you. It's going to be difficult probably for everybody. But if you're walking your soul's path, it's not going to be as disruptive for you as the ones who are not, because they're going to be ripped right off their feet. That's what it is. Okay. And when this happens, it always happens. When they tell, when this comes up for me, it always happens. I moved from California the last time it happened. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, check this out. And Spirit says, well done. You're on the right track. On track. On time for the delivery. Right? I knew what I was supposed to do. Spirit made it very clear. All right. For those who chose let's see, what do we do? Oh, the holder, the phone holder. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the phone holder. So at this time, Spirit's asking us to choose. They're not going to pick for us. And they're not going to pick for us anyway. They'll guide us. They'll say this is the best way. But they're never going to tell us what we're supposed to do. They'll give you suggestions as to what's going to be in your highest good. But ultimately, you make that choice. They're not going to have you blame them for choices you make. You need to take responsibility for your own choices. Too many people don't take responsibility for their own choices. They sit around blaming, if they did this and they did that. Oh, shut up. Spirit's like, shut up. Seriously? You get to make a choice. Nobody can make you do anything. You did what you wanted to do because you wanted to do it for one reason or another. It was easier. I didn't want to have a fight, whatever it was. You chose. Take responsibility for your actions. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, well, they slipped a Mickey and they drugged me. Well, what were you doing hanging out with them? Not a very good crowd. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Now, before anybody loses their mind, yes, there are people who have just done that. Really shitty, creepy people, because I've seen it. So no, you're not to be blamed for something like that. When something comes out of your control, it's not cool. But they'll have their karma, right? Atonement. Archangel Uriel is the angel of enlightenment, but is also the angel of atonement. Lost magic, atonement, rebalance. So somebody's done something really creepy. They've said horrible things. They've hurt somebody. They've acted cold and callous because they felt that cold, callous energy inside of them. That's how they felt inside. And so they wanted to inflict somebody with that same pain. They didn't want to feel it alone. Misery loves company is the old disgusting saying. So friendships have been lost, right? Really, really mean things have been said. People have been hurt. Friendships have been torn up. And at this time, there's a possibility, Spirit says. I'm trying not to get my cards blow everywhere. There's a possibility of atonement. What is atonement? Atonement is making up for something that you've done, right? It's either saying I'm sorry, explaining why something has happened. But it's not just that. It's show me you're sorry, right? Prove it. Prove to me that you're sorry. I don't want to hear it. I already don't trust you, right? So why would I trust you now? Prove it. Actions speak a lot louder than words, right? You can feel sorry for yourself and sorry about the whole situation and sit in your house and not say anything, and that's not helping anyone, and that's not making atonement, right? So this one has said ugly things, mean things, because that's how they felt about themselves inside. And someone's been hurt. So Spirit says it's time to start speaking kind words, words of friendship. It's time to apologize. It's time to forgive yourself and forgive other people. Something horrible has happened. People have been hurt. Friendships' boundaries have been crossed and broken. There's a feeling of sadness and loneliness, and self-pity seems to surround you. You're empty, you're bored, you're lonely. How did I get here? Why is this going on? Well, you didn't get there without any part of it yourself. You had something to do with it. If you're sitting around lonely, sad, bitter, and bored, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? If you were out riding your bike around, and you have your mind on other things, right? I'm not going to give my energy to that. Dang, these guys come close to me. I'm glad I pulled my bike over when I did. But it's basically a time to admit to yourself why did you do what you did, or what happened. And it's not you, maybe it's somebody else that's coming to you to say this, right? It's you or somebody else. But you've got to understand what your connection to it was. There is a connection to it. Otherwise, it couldn't have happened. Because being tough or being, abrasive so that nobody else hurts you first is not winning. Right? I'm going to push you away. I'm going to hurt you before you can hurt me. Okay, that's brilliance, right? So you think you're protecting yourself, but you're not, because you're perpetuating the hurt. You're hurting others. You're hurting others, and you're hurting yourself. And you're not taking responsibility for it. And that's called going backwards, right? You've been feeling, maybe there's been jealousy around you. There's been unhealthy energy. This energy is around. This card came up. There's a reason for it. And there's a cycle that keeps being repeated. And it's it's a karmic cycle that keeps going around and around. And it needs to be stopped, right? You need to forgive yourself. You need to speak your truth. You need to make amends. You need to watch how you shift your own energy and change your life. Right now, you can sit there pouting, right? Or you can fly, drop your burdens and fly. Own the magic, says the raven. Own the magic around you. This scarecrow is not even real. He's not a bully. It's probably this hurt little one, right? Not a bully, not a meanie. Just hurting and lonely. Well, you're not going to get any hugs that way. Prickly, right? There will be a atonement. There will be somebody coming forward. There will be somebody that comes to say that they're sorry. If they are truly sorry, they will prove that they are. You'll be able to see it by their actions. They will have changed action, right? They won't have the same action. Changed behavior. That's an apology. Okay, that's it, you guys. We did a reading. Wow, I didn't expect to do a reading. I should go home and do my nails. Look at that, I look like I'm 7. Got into my mom's nail polish. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go ride around. I don't know what time it is because I've been recording, but this is less than an hour, so this worked out really well because it felt like it was getting long. If anybody would like help with a private reading, I'm on fire here. I am. I'm just so tapped in. This is like so where I'm meant to be. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. And thank you for the word of mouth recommendations I've been getting from so many. I'm meeting so many of you, and you're all connected and you're all friends. It's pretty cool. Word of mouth is much appreciated. as our donations to keep me doing this, right? All right, hope you guys have a beautiful day. Go out and do something fun for yourself. This is the healthiest place to be. I talked to my mama Sherry in Wisconsin, and I said, you know, how's it going? I know that I saw that there were people out in the street protesting, but are they allowed to outside? Are you guys locked up? And she goes, no, actually everybody's outside. She goes, with this going on, it's been the biggest garden year ever. And I said, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're out in the garden where you should be. She goes, everybody's in the garden. And then my gardens there are amazing, right? So I hope that you go spend some time outside. It's the smartest place to be. If you're spending a ton of time outside, your energy's gonna be feeling so much better. It's so healing. It's wonderful. Woo. All right, you guys, I love you. Talk soon.